Fam, this is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review, fam. Just want to say, first of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support. Thank you for all the positive energy. This is not just a channel, this is a community of collectors talking about things and dealing with things concerning collecting, fam. First of all, I just want to say, man, I'm in a good mood. I don't know about you. How was your holiday? Mine was pretty good. It wasn't the fact far as gifts. The gifts were amazing and fantastic, fam. But far as for me, it was just more like the feeling I got from it. I got a shirt on that say Friday. It was one of the shirts my wife got me. She got me, like I said, another one with Support Your Friends from Harry Tornado. And he didn't send us the thank you card. We were kind of upset. Like we supporting our friends, but we don't get a thank you. No, playing, fam. Yeah, but also the tripod with the lighting, fam, this one is leaps and bounds better than what I had before. It's a step up. My wife really came through in the clutch. I mean, man, you'd think she was an NBA player the way this came about. But fam, look, I just want to say thank you. This channel is growing, and then it's not growing because of some shit I'm doing. It's growing because of all of you all. All the love and the support is growing. And, we over here doing our things, and we talking, and we enjoying each other. We having a good time. Fam, I went into, like, Marshall's, and they had some stuff. They had, like, half off of some things, which I was very cool with. They had, like, half off of their swag stuff. So I picked up a few things, man. So normally these are $5.99. You just cut that in half, you get probably about $3. But these are Dorito Cool Ranch swag underwear, man. This shit is cool, man. When I seen this, I was like, wow. Is that what they really doing over there? Huh. Man, you know what? I was like, Cool Ranch, the swag, for me, that was just about everything. I mean, I'm just looking, and I'm like, man, I'm just having a good time. So all of a sudden, we see the Soho W1 collection, London. These socks. My wife got me into more and more socks, so I'm really happy about that. And if you look on the back, these were $5. Half of that was $2.50. Fam, again, 7 pair of socks for $2.50. Come on now. I should have got all the rest of them, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to save some for some other people. We got the Trick socks. Man, fam, these were basically $5. After everything, $2.50. So you get 2 pair of the Tricks. I just love the box, man. I don't know if I'm going to take them out the box, just set them up there and leave them. But this is what the socks look like on the back, man. I was like, man, I'm like, man, it's not about everything. It's about some things, fam. Then I got this crush thing, like the orange crush. It comes with a tumbler, a cup, and 3 pair of socks, man. Then if you flip it over, it's $5, man. $5. $2.50. Fam, I'm like, look. Shit, you started your whole wardrobe over in there. Man, but see, that's the thing that I'm talking about. While you busy looking for some things, you found other things, fam. And, that was something that really got me, for the people who was like, hey, this is not like a channel for all that. Man, you know what? Wherever I find deals at, I tell my brothers and sisters. That way, if they need any of the stuff that I picked up, shit, it's right out there, fam. It's real. For the most part, man, you seen in that last video I was talking about Serpentor up there, right? Dude, my wife had to get in my ass about that. Man, I'm running around the house flying with the damn air chariot with Serpentor on it. Flying and shit, going under stuff. She looking at me like, what in the actual hell is going on here? You a whole grown man in here playing with the toy like you about 5 or 6. Man, I was having a damn good time. And see, this is what toys supposed to do to you. They're supposed to bring that nostalgic factor back. You're supposed to be able to sit there and enjoy it. You're supposed to sit there and actually sit back and just think about all the days that you had back in the day where you just did some of this stuff. Man, I'm enjoying it. You know, I took some of the stress out of the situation, fam, because I was stressing. And your uncle was going through something. It was kind of personal, you know. I understood something, but my heart couldn't let me get past it. It was just like, sometimes, fam, you gotta let go. Even though if you don't want to, you gotta let go. You can love people from a distance, fam, but you gotta let them go. And I know y'all like, damn, how many people you letting go? It's like you like part of the damn military or something. You just letting their damn body go. They going AWOL with you. No, fam, you gotta let people go. And this hat was one of the hats I got for Christmas too. Man, please, I'm repping Chicago real hard, fam. I'm a big Chicago fan. Hey, my team may not be winning, fam, but look, they got some pieces. They just need to work them all out, need some more pieces to make this work. Fam, I was sitting here trying to figure out some things. Just realistically, man. I overheard this cat talking on another channel about some Power Rangers he found. And I was telling you about TJ Maxx, Burlington, before Christmas. About how in Marshall's, how they had Power Rangers. And some of the Fortnite figures. And, the cat was talking about it, and people were like, man, shut up. We don't want to hear nothing about no damn Power Rangers. We don't want no Fortnite. And I'm like, damn. We coming off into a new year. And I mean, damn, people are still going nasty. This is something that we shouldn't be doing right now. We should be trying to push each other. And that's something that I don't think is happening right now. And I know a lot of people are saying, for all the stuff that you say should be happening on this channel, it's not happening. Fam, hey, we trying. One person at a time. You can't change the world all at once. It's one person at a time. Also, the female collectors have been complaining, saying that, like, what's on the channel for them? And I'm basically like, this is a collecting channel. I had some videos a while back on purses because, I buy my wife purses and things like that. And they were like, what happened to all those videos? I was like, I kind of went in another direction with the channel, fam. My whole thing is, there are a lot of women that do watch this channel, and it is. I just laugh at that because it makes me laugh because I don't get it. But, yeah, it's just funny to me right now. I'm in the process of like moving some things around. If you notice in the background, you look at the DC Multiverse, I put a lot of the figures out that I had. I still haven't put the Atom and John Constantine, and I still got like 25 Batmans sitting over in the damn corner that I won't put up because, again, Batmans and Supermans and shit, Wonder Womans. I'm like, come on, man. Look, y'all got to have more than this. You losing me with this. So I put the rest of the Joes out. The good guys are up there. Bad guys over here, too. The Buzz Lightyear ships are over here. Marvel Legends. I put more of those out. I still got more of the Marvel Legends to put up. I'm in the process of ordering some more stuff. My whole thing is, fam, what are you into right now? What are you trying to pick up? I've been really looking at a lot of lines. A lot of people have been, opening my eyes to a lot of places that sell stuff online that I didn't know about, as far as I could get a deal from. Again, the day of spending full price on something, man, is just out the window. Everybody's trying to get a deal right now. And that's what collecting is about. You all ask, like, what channels do I watch? I watch just about all the channels you all watch. But I noticed one thing. People really don't talk with one another in the community section on the page that the other people have. And I just be looking like, wow, you should make it where people are able to talk to one another. People recommend people to watch your channel if, they could relate. If you don't relate to nothing that I'm talking about, I'm a middle-aged man, and, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of middle-aged men out here, The stereotype for collectors is some greasy guy living in a basement, smelling like ass, ain't got a woman, showered last Tuesday or something. That ain't how life is, man. Shit, it's real out here. That ain't how life is. It may be a certain segment of the population of collectors, but not all. As far as collecting what you want, I had to learn a lesson when I started to collect. And, I want to touch on this here. When I started to collect, fam, the first time I did this, I was like 20 something. Man, please. I was buying Wetworks, the Todd McFarlane's Wetworks, when he was first starting out with the Spawn stuff. He did Wetworks, Youngblood, and some other stuff. But, then KB Toys, they just had shit for days. Toys R Us was going out of business. When I was the one that was around my house and they were just selling stuff for cheap, fam, I was just losing my mind. They were selling action figures at KB Toys, 4 for 10, 5 for 10. Fam, I had lost my mind. I had so many action figures. It was crazy. It was just... people thinking, like, you're a young guy. How could you afford all this? I was, I was doing this. I was doing the action figures at the same time I was doing the video games. And, back in the day, fam. See, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When I was doing this in the 90s, fam, there wasn't a big thing called YouTube, or social media. There was no Facebook at that time. I don't even think it was a MySpace at that time. But you did have internet. You had dial-up, I think, back in the beginning. And fam, that situation there was something different. You would go to the thrift store. I was able to find Jordans in my size. Real Jordans. Man, it looked like somebody didn't even wear them. It's just like the parents just was like, let me go and get rid of this stuff and let's move on. Jordans, basically brand new toys, the video games. Oh man, the video game systems. Do you know I had like 20 damn Segas from like one thrift store? They were selling them. I mean, it was marked at the bottom of it, $2 damn. I was just picking them up. They put a mark on them, $2, $3. I was just picking them all up. Then I used to go to the flea market. It's a big one called Swaparama. It's like on 127, somewhere in Alsip. And I mean, damn, during the 90s, fam, I used to buy BMX bikes. You remember those BMX bikes with the mag wheels and the bunny hoppers on the back and, with the weird handlebars when you could twist it around in a weird handbrakes. You remember how they used to have it where if you spin the handlebars around, the brakes won't get tangled in? Dude, I was killing it. But I was buying this as a grown-ass man because I couldn't afford it when I was young. When I was young, those bikes were $400. And do you know, when I was young, my parents couldn't sit there and buy me a $400 bicycle. Just like a lot of your parents couldn't, because it didn't make actual sense. I had a $100 bicycle, but not a $400. So when I was buying these bicycles, fam, they were like, shit, they weren't even that price. They were like 50 to 60. Mag wheels and every damn thing. I had like 2 or 3 of them. I was buying remote control Tyco cars because at that time Tyco cars were still big and people were selling them. Like I said, if you got the 70s and 80s, around the 90s is when people started selling stuff, the 90s and 2000s, right? So I was picking up stuff between 90 and 2000. And I mean, fam, I had amassed a big collection. I had shit everywhere. I mean, boxes and boxes. I had my stuff in boxes. This is how bad it was. People thought I was trying to open up a store or something with toys. Fam, but that was the thing back then, me collecting. That was the thing of me understanding. See, I have a mentality. I write down everything I want. I will search and search until I find what I'm looking for. Like it was with the comic books. I was doing the comic books at the same time. eBay was around. It was new on the scene, like I said before. And eBay was selling, stuff, in grows, and people weren't trying to get an arm and a leg off of. They were selling lots of X-Men comic books, X Factor, Excalibur, X Force, shit, for a little bit of nothing. They had this weird pawn shop around my house that sold lit things. Wasn't around my house, but it was like in Evergreen Park somewhere. And no, I lived around there at that time. But anyway, they had comic books there. And man, they had like everything I was looking for. And they were selling them for a little bit of nothing. And see, that's the thing. Even gold. I wore a lot of gold back in. Who didn't wear gold back in the 80s and 90s? I'm serious. Who didn't? Even in the 2000s, gold was cheap. That's one thing people didn't understand back in the day. Gold was really cheap. Damn it, now you look at gold as an arm and a leg. See, this is what I talk about, on this channel. Like, when you start with your hobbies and stuff like that, when you start with it, I'm serious. If you go inside of a store and look and see what they got, fam, you could buy everything in there and still wouldn't understand why is it so easy. Everybody's saying it's so hard to find stuff. It's because you just starting. You starting with nothing. So you're picking up stuff because you see everything. Everything that everybody got. So to you, sometimes to us, it doesn't dawn on us that, hey, everybody else got that. Maybe they don't need it. And, this is why I'm finding all this stuff. That didn't dawn on me till later. Early on, I was collecting video games, like I told you. And, I collected everything I could. Here, found a Neo Geo for cheap from Funko Land back in the day, which is GameStop now. I think it was like $200. That's the first one I think I bought. I bought a Neo Geo CD. I think I had all three of those from eBay. The Fujitsu FM Towns Marty, the Bandai Apple Pippin, the JVC XI, the PCFX, the Turbo Duo R, and it was the PC Engine suitcase. I had like 2 or 3 of them damn things, fam. I was buying stuff in lots, and I know y'all like, all this shit was coming with boxes, fam. I don't have pictures from that time because, look, I had to purge the old administration. And if you don't know what administration is, it's an X. And some of the X was in some of the pictures, so I purged all that shit. Sometimes in order to get away, you gotta purge some stuff, fam. Sis. So I purged all that, even the toys. I sold all that stuff off. And I found it to myself very helpful to get rid of things, fam. I found myself looking at stuff and trying to figure out, like, man, what did I go wrong with this? What did I go wrong with that? How do we go from here? How do I change the way I look at all of this? If I'm going to tell you anything, before you start picking up shit, slow down. Look at what they got. Go home. Look at what they got in each store that you want to buy something at. Look at what it is. Take pictures of it. Go home. Why? You can find cheaper prices online. That's true. That's true right there. Unless you're talking about shipping, unless somebody offering free shipping and, you just can't beat the deal. But what I'm trying to say is, before you start buying stuff, make sure you just invest in a certain amount of lines. Like, you want to start out with just, Masters of the Universe. You go there. But before that, you want to go with DC Multiverse. That's another thing. Then G.I. Joe Classified. That's a whole nother thing. Then you want to go with Thundercats by Super 7 or NECA, Predators and things like that. Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Fortnite figures. Fam, you know what? The list go on. Transformers. And Transformers could take up a hell of a lot of room. And what I'm trying to say is pick a line in the beginning. Just pick one. And see, is that line what you want to invest in? Because, see, you're investing money into the hobby. And make sure it's something that you want to do. I know I'm just sitting here and it just seemed like I'm just running my mouth. I'm just being realistic with you. I'm just being open with a lot of you all today. I'm just in a good mood. It's just like you sit back and you look at the collection and, I had to purge some pieces because, again, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to mess with this line over here. I don't know if I want to mess with that line. But, all the Spawn stuff, I just wanted to pick it up. And I was just like, oh, they had it on clearance, fam. I was in one Target and I was going to take video of all this. They had so much Spawn stuff on clearance. I'm talking about Spawn, not DC Multiverse. I'm talking about, like Gunslinger and Redeemer and all of those people. They were on clearance, fam. And I was like, damn, they had Mortal Kombat figures on clearance. I was going to pick up the Mortal Kombat Spawn and some of the Mortal Kombat figures. But I looked, I turned around when I got home after everything was said and done and looked at the shelving that I got behind me, and I have nowhere to put that stuff. It's fun to think about, fam. I just don't want the whole area to be just toys. I like how it's all set up. I got DVDs and Blu-rays right here, video game stuff right here. The toys sit on the other shelves. The shoes are over here. Video games are over here. Funko Pops over there. Gadgets over here, and other die-cast cars, Hot Wheel cars over there. I like it like that. Because, see, for me, I need diversity. I need to have just more than one thing that I'm into. Because, see, that could mess me up all the way. Because when stuff started getting slow, I started getting agitated and angry. And so this is why I'm going the route I'm going, fam. I'm pushing a lot of you all to basically, if you are in overdrive with this, it's easy to go broke collecting. So keep that in mind. Till later, fam. Thank you for watching. Peace out.